My dad did heavy cocaine. My mom got a law degree. The one thing they agreed on my entire life is that these boys are gonna watch Roots. They gonna watch it right now. And we watched Roots as a bro. That shit was fucking me up, bro.
I mean, yeah.
You seen Roots?
Yeah, I watched it as a kid on television. It was like a big event.
God almighty, man. Chicken George, man, that shit killed me right there. I was done at that point. You gotta watch Roots, bro.
Have you seen the new Roots?
New Roots.
They remade it.
The monsters. Those monsters.
Hey, look. Hey,
they did it again.
Hey.
Fucking what's that dude's name? The dude from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, amazing, and Jonathan Majors in Quantumania. The Kang, he was an amazing villain too. Like, I like showing the range. I don't like it when we can't be certain stuff.
You talking about the guy that was the bad guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp or whatever?
Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, see, like I watched Loki, and then he was the guy at the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that made me go back and watch it because I liked him as the villain in that.
Yeah, he's a great villain. Great villain.
Was he also the guy in like Creed 97, whatever? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good villain.
You know what's going on with him, right? With the lawsuit and all that stuff?
Yeah, he's in trouble.
No.
He was good. No.
Tom, please tell me you joking right now.
I'm not. Okay. Oh, this is great. You can tell me. Can you also tell me about the Flash? What happened with the Flash?
Oh, that's kind of
Seth, I'm gonna need your help. I don't know all the information, but I'm gonna try and summarize it.
They both
great.
beat up
The
people.
Flash, yeah. First of all, this nigga, Ezra Miller was like...
Who's Ezra
A
Miller?
menace.
The Flash.
The state of Hawaii was
Yo,
terrified.
he was just terrorizing the state of Hawaii for about 8 months.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He was just kidnapping people, beating people up, fucking disorderly conduct. He was just
Torturing.
being a monster for about 6 to 8 months.
That actor that plays the Flash?
Yes,
Yeah.
and apparently he's so good. That movie was fucking good.
I fuck with it.
That shit was fire. That shit was fucking good.
That was
He was
great.
so.
I thought it was
Everybody, the director kept being like, "Y'all, listen, I get he a monster, but this movie, nigga." he said, "Y'all gonna forgive him once it come out. This movie is fire," and that movie was fucking good, dude. That shit was fucking good.
I thought people said it was bad, and I was like,
Bro,
it can't be bad.
Bro, the first villain in the... First of all, I think of every hero thing as a trilogy, as you should. But the first villain in the trilogy is the Nega Flash?
Yeah.
The fucking anti-Flash is the first... That's fucking fire, dude. And he was acting his ass off. I don't care who hated this dude. Listen, also, real quick, I'll apologize to the state of Hawaii. I know y'all went through some stuff with him.
You didn't do it. You're not. Why are you?
Did he start the fires?
Because I'm about to say he killed that shit, bro. Like, he was acting his ass off. I don't care what he did over there. That movie was fire.
I wouldn't say you don't care what he did over there.
I kind of don't. But I'm just saying, if it happened, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, like, it's so far away. It's hella far away from North Carolina. I was
not part of the lower.
I care as a human about the ether of goodness, but man, come on, handle your shit. So, bro, I'm just saying, bro.
It's not like the state he terrorized was
bro,
attached to the mainland.
how big is Hawaii compared to North Carolina?
I don't. That's not
I'm just saying.
measurement.
I'm just saying, like, it's like the city of
You
Greensboro.
don't make moral judgments
You can
based
handle
off
one
geography.
city. He terrorized pretty much a city's worth of people.
I haven't heard
Y'all
any
couldn't
of
get
those.
him.
Ether of goodness.
I'm just saying.
I'm still on that.
I care about people being good overall. I do. But I'm saying, like, they should be able to handle that small ass little bit of land they got.
Yeah.
It's not a question of territory or vastness.
How many people are over there?
So what? So
Enough
people of Hawaii,
for
this
it to be a
JD.
state? I don't know.
Oh my God!
Seth, tell me if I'm out of line. I'll just repeat what he just said.
Yes, in the
This is
Tom way.
Hawaii. This is your fault. You should have done something. It's one guy.
That's basically what he is
It's
saying.
one dude,
Okay.
and he's trapped there. It's water on all sides.
The population of Hawaii is 1,400,000.
Yo, you mean to tell me all 1,400,000 of y'all big ass Hawaiians couldn't get this skinny ass white dude to stop? Yo, shut the fuck up.
What island
bro.
was he on?
Movie was fire.
What island?
What did he do?
I also love Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is great.
Shout out y'all choir for that intro music.
What island was he on there? Because that makes a big ass difference.
Okay.
The smallest.
Because it's 8 major islands, and
You can island hop.
Oahu has 900.
Yeah, that's like the capital.
Was he Hawaiian, or did he just go there as a tourist and lose his mind?
He's a tourist. He's just a tourist.
He's just rich then and can live.
Yeah,
there.
his name is Ezra.
That's one of them elite players. That's one of them
That's all
players.
you talking about. His name is Ezra.
I've never met a poor person
Yeah,
named Ezra.
it's this nigga and that poet that one time that wrote some stuff. Who read it? Nobody. I ain't read it.
It's weird that somebody. I'm still stuck on. I didn't know nothing he did.
He was a monster.
He was a menace.
He was out there fucking them up like the Flash would, like a real superhero. One dude versus the whole state of Hawaii, and y'all can't do nothing with him. Hey, shame.
So are they not going to make another Flash with him?
Oh, they have to. That shit. What is he in jail?
I don't know.
Oh, they have to. That shit was
think so.
fire. They have to. If
That
he
was
keep-
the thing. They couldn't get him because they couldn't take legal action because he was rich and he just kept doing whatever. It's not like they couldn't beat him up.
Well, they didn't. Somebody stopped him, right? But it's
Nobody
beat him
could
up.
throw a rock. You trying to tell me like nobody threw a rock? Nobody did nothing?
They have guns there too.
I'm just
Yep.
saying. I ain't want to put him on it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's murder.
Maybe he got hands like that.
Okay.
He might. Does Ezra have hands?
I don't think so.
What do you
He's
mean?
like smaller than me.
Wait, what?
Ezra. He's
How
like,
tall is he?
I don't know. Not that tall. He's like a small dude.
It was a pretty good movie, though.
It was,
Right?
it was
He
a dope
did-
movie.
Yeah, it was
I
way
don't-
better than I
movie
thought it
was
was going to be
fire.
another one.
I don't gotta apologize to Hawaii. I just say, regardless of what Ezra Miller was accused of, the Flash movie was phenomenal. In my
He's
opinion.
5'11".
That's a regular size human being.
That's a regular size. and
I'm
he-
bigger than him.
But
Phenomenal.
Calm
I'm
down
not
now,
saying
because
phenomenal.
he's
I'm gonna get
also
him.
rich.
Yeah.
He's also dummy rich. Off of also being famous before the Flash, I didn't know this nigga before this.
What,
Yeah.
what- he was in stuff though.
What was he in?
Stuff.
Wasn't he in the last Flash?
Let's see what he was in.
It was in the Justice League, of course.
Bro, and also, the Flash is the best part of the Justice League. He's the
I don't
best
know nothing
part.
about Justice.
What about Superman?
Superman's in it like maybe about
Oh,
15 minutes.
okay. You mean
Oh,
like,
he's perks of being a wallflower. He's
This
the,
is, you
yeah.
seen Justice League?
Is that the one where they Superman they bring him back from the dead or whatever?
Zack Snyder, all that. You seen that?
because Batman a hater.
And then I saw this. Yeah, there's two different versions of that movie. Yeah, I've seen them.
Bro, this is what happens. This is what happens in the. This is how I know how the Flash was cold. They fail. The bomb goes off. Everybody dies. The Flash runs so fast. He goes back in time to before the bomb went off and saves everybody. That's the whole movie. They didn't win. The Flash, he just got that dog in him.
Yeah,
That's the whole movie. They failed. The Flash was like, oh, hell no. I'm going to go faster than I ever gone before. Go
Right.
back in time, save everybody.
Superman did that one time.
He was made
In
the
a
earth
comic
spin
book or
back.
Flew back,
something.
yeah,
He did do that.
In a comic book, but not in the movie.
No, he did it in the movie.
yeah.
Not ain't in the movie.
He did a movie that only me and Tom remember because it happened when we were.
Man, old ass movie, goddamn. Black and white.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were split. It was so far back. They were spinning a flat Earth. He was going around in turn back time.
Yo, we should do a thing where we have a series. We just watch the Andy Griffith show from front to back.
I don't think I could do it.
Just not see one black person in North Carolina for 10 seasons, boy. Not one black person
like, what y'all
is
doing?
in this entire city. I love it.
By the way, I watched a Johnny Cash documentary or some sort of movie on Johnny Cash when he was coming up and young. And he was famous for this recording he made, a live album called Folsom Prison.
Mm-hmm.
And they show the footage of Folsom Prison. It looks nothing like a modern prison. It's all white dudes in the crowd. It doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
striking, like how it was 1970 and it's almost all, I don't know, right around then. And
They
it's,
might have still had him segregated in 1970 in prison. Prison
Yeah.
don't got to follow rules.
I wonder when that was, but I was struck by, like, that would not look like any
And-
prison in the United States.
And also,
right
you
now.
could have a whites only show in prison. Who gonna report it?
Right. Who's listening to these black dudes?
I don't
these
know if
black
it was
criminals?
whites only, but it was like 90% white people.
I'm just saying, like, if it's prison, bro.
What
They can
was
do
that,
whatever.
Texas?
Huh?
And you got to be a fan too.
And it's
True.
like, you got to be
You
a
got-
fan.
yeah, you
I
gotta
think,
think- you
I
gotta
think
think, man.
anybody coming, you're going to see if you're in prison.
I think you underestimate.
You know how ass you gotta be if it's a free show at the prison? They're like, I'm reading my book.
You show up to a prison and it's half full.
It's just 2 hours of out your cell. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I've seen this stuff.
I took it as a sign, like right before they started with all the laws in the 70s of filling the prisons with non-white people through drug offenses and stuff. So I was like, oh wow, that changed drastically quickly.
Yeah.
But you might be right. It might be a segregated prison even.
I figured out. I gotta say this real quick. I figured out the key to comedy. I was trying to talk to AJ about this. It's the four. If you can master the 4 styles of comedy, you become the next nigga. With Dane Cook, Kevin Hart, whatever. But if you can master the 4 styles, you got it. It's joke telling, stand up, storytelling, stand up, sketch, improv. If you can master those 4 styles, you out of here. Everybody wants that. Just had to say it.
Yeah, everybody do want that.
Everybody do want what?
The trifecta.
The comedian that can do all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when people go, be funny. They want you to. That's improv, really. To be funny, but they want you to just be funny in a moment. They want you to have some sketches and some skits they can show people. They want to see your stand up. They want to hear some good jokes, but not feel like you're telling jokes to them. They want to hear some stories.
To JD's point.
Gabriel Iglesias, bro.
To JD's point, you're right. When they say be funny, they want you to improv on the spot. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear your bit.
Yeah.
Because they want to be able to interrupt you while you're doing it.
And not throw you off. They want to see if they can mess you up.
When they open your Instagram, they don't want to see your stand up. They want to watch a sketch. And then when they come see you do stand up, they want to see you do stand up. They don't want to see the shit they saw on Instagram.
Oh, it's crazy. It's really be funny.
Insane.
Be funny right now. I just met you, and then when I go to see your content, I want to see that I want to see clips of stand up, so I know you're doing it. But I also want to see sketches.
I ain't watching that.
That I can share to people. I want to see the sketches.
Right.
And then when I see stand up, I want to see the stand up I haven't seen on your social media.
Yep.
Plus some more.
Oh, okay.
And it better be. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be fucking top
And they want you to have. I want you to have that storytelling flow and the joke telling flow. They want you to have like Ali Sadiq got a perfect blend of storytelling and joke telling.
Yeah, he's so good.
Dusty Slay is a master joke teller.
Right.
Master joke teller. I watched that dude special. I was screaming laughing, boy. Phenomenal, man.
Like, in my opinion, not in my opinion. Have I told the story on the podcast before?
What?
About how I pissed Ali Sadiq off on Instagram.
How you pissed who off?
You told me that.
I think I pissed Ali Sadiq off.
I've never heard that.
I haven't heard it either.
That's pretty
All right, we're recording, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
You're gonna
All
be
right,
telling
so
you're storytelling about a story about Ali Sadiq?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the beginning of the pandemic. I just started fucking comedy. I just started comedy.
I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did this.
I'm about to piss Tom off. Oh, it's all good. I pissed Ali Sadiq off.
How's this gonna piss me off?
Let me finish.
Well, he just said he was 2 months into comedy, so what do you think?
Yeah. I'm like
Nothing good.
I'm like 2-3 months into comedy. Ali Sadiq basically like at this point. I mean, even still now he pretty. I mean, I don't have idols because I'm a grown man. But damn,
That's such an odd statement.
That's some real shit.
I mean, shit. I'm my own idol, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worshiping anybody but myself at this point.
You can't be having idols past 18.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like you gotta like start like, all right, I got this now.
But he an influence.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes.
Like I won't ever. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I make it.
You're an admirer.
Let's say I make it. That's a stretch. I'm a fan of his comedy though, of his work. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his work. But let's say let's say I make it. I'll never fix my mouth to say that damn Ali Sadiq wasn't one of the reasons that I thought I could do comedy. Not saying that he's not brilliant, because he is, but just saying that his style of comedy spoke to me so well. I was like, you know what? He's so laid back and chill. I feel like I can do this. He gave me the encouragement to make me believe I didn't have to fuck a stool or act like I had special needs or something. You know what I'm saying? He made me feel like people will respect a tone of voice. So he go live on Instagram one day, and I'm starving for comedy because I'm 2 months in, 2-3 months. I'm like a quarter of the year in, and the pandemic happened, and now I can't do shit. I only really done like 4 mics in the competition, but I'm starving now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, you got the bug, and now the world shut down.
Right.
So I can't do this shit no more. I'm only trying to do it like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it takes for real. I just got a taste. And Ali Sadiq is in there. I guess he's in there with a bunch of other comedians. And he like, oh, so what y'all doing now that the pandemic, then you know what I'm saying. Now that everything's shut down and we got a damn, you know what I'm saying. The clubs are shut down. We can't do nothing. And I said, I typed to my phone. I said, man, what about the open micers who ain't got no open mics to go to? And like I hit send.
Right.
And I just sat there and just kept watching the live. And then I just seen them say, what about the open micers? Man, who the fuck, man? Man, I'm ending this live. And hung the down and ended the live. And I was like, yeah.
You ended his live?
Yeah, like he read my comment and was like, man, y'all motherfuckers ain't serious.
You got to make a headliner mad once.
So Ali Sadiq, that's it. That's my one. Off the rip.
You got to make a headliner mad one time.
I already did it.
Wait, why would that? I think you're over. I don't think that made him. How could that make him mad?
It is frustrating. It was like frustrating.
Because he was trying to have a conversation about like with other working comedians who get paid to do comedy. What are they doing?
And E. Brown talking about the open mics.
And I'm talking about open mics. I don't get paid for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm paying to do it.
I made Donnell Rollins mad.
But
how'd you make him mad?
He told me we was doing this show. It was me, Mark Brady, and Donnell Rollins. And Donnell, he was trying to smoke some weed or whatever. And okay, to give context, I go on stage. I'm backing up some more. This is a tip for any black.
Yeah, please slow this down.
Any black comedian that's hosting for a black headliner in America, the moment you step on stage and you are not the headliner, they hate your ass. Cause it's just like, I don't know. Like I remember I was opening for Faison, and I walked on stage and somebody went, man, that's not Faison. Like, I'm trying to fool them or something. You know what I'm saying? They we paid to see Faison, they just gave us this other dude and hope we wouldn't notice. I'm like, nah, now you gotta explain how a comedy show goes. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, I'm the host. I do my thing up front, then I bring the feature out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not Faison out the gate. But I step on stage. They do not like me. I get off. Mark Brady's doing his thing, and I guess Donnell wanted to smoke or whatever. So he's like, go back up on stage and do time. So I do it the first time, but after that, he tries to do it again, and then I act like I don't hear him, and I just bring him straight on stage. Like, he don't get a chance to smoke his blunt or whatever. He just got to start doing stand-up. And then after that, I told Mark Brady that he needs to do 15 more minutes at the end of, you know what I'm saying, just do 35.
Okay.
And then I'll bring Donnell up. So I just kind of like changed the rules throughout the weekend. But he did not enjoy me not going back up on stage and doing more time. But
how was Brady doing? Was Brady doing really well?
He was doing fine. Mark Brady, he's doing fine.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, people understand, like, if you like me, you love me. If you don't like me, you want me to die. Like, you want me to like, if you like I'm actively making the room worse when people do not like me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I know it happens because you're a comedian, and
Seth saw it. I bombed, and then Seth wouldn't open the door to let me back in the building.
That's not what happened.
I swear to fucking God, I bombed. And then I'm outside making phone calls, talking to my mom about quitting. And then I try to get back inside, and Seth will not let me back in the building. He's looking. I know he looked at me at least once, and then he was just like he was so ashamed to be known. He's like, I don't know that dude.
Were you like, you probably shouldn't go back in there? They're still mad about it.
Because the only way I could walk back in was the front door by the stage, and I couldn't go back in there. I just boom.
Right.
So I fucking had to try to get in through the side door. But yeah, I bombed in Charlotte.
That's gonna happen every now and then.
Yeah,
but I still, I can't really imagine it, like I've said before. So.
Hey, bro, shoot me. I watched Dayhouse bombing that Mexican chicken restaurant.
You could like a language barrier.
It would be more shocking if you said I watched somebody kill in that chicken restaurant. Yeah, that's just.
That's true.
But I did. But then I watched Maddie Winter kill in that chicken restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like same night.
Yeah.
And now Dayhouse work at the pawn shop. She on TV. It is what it is. I ain't never been on TV. I mean, maybe like when I was in school, like, you know what I'm saying, like footage of the playground or something like that. But
yeah.
I'm chilling. Somebody gonna make it. I'm gonna write for somebody, drive the truck, drive the bus, something.
Are you guys readers? Do you read at all?
I mean, I read one series from one universe mainly, and I've also read like the 40 Laws of Power and stuff like that.
I read shit like that. occasionally.
Like nonfiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
same
hard.
here.
It's hard to read. It's hard to read nonfiction, but if it's interesting, I can get through it.
That's kind of all I read now.
Bro, it's harder for me to read fiction for some reason.
Yeah.
Fiction is fire.
I don't know.
So this guy apparently is known for his fiction.
Fiction is fun.
I'm autistic, bro.
You sound like
I've been watching
commercial.
Love on the Spectrum, and I was like, how the fuck did nobody know something was wrong for years, bro? I was like, I was over there just mad at my family. I was like, y'all could have saved me so much fucking trouble, bro.
If they could have just got you medicated.
Because everybody's like, you just weird or you act white, and I'm like, man, I don't think that's it. Bro. Whenever it was a school dance, I would like always be like, I don't want to go. I do not want to fucking go.
I get that about 1000%.
A bunch of
Probably
people
doesn't make you feel better about the autistic thing.
A bunch of people, lights, man, you just undiagnosed too. But a bunch of people, all the lights, fucking loud noise. I'm like, man, that sounds terrible. I would much rather be like, you got a free library day and just bring your own book from home. I was like, that's great. I don't know, man. We need to do better in the black community.
We do
We gotta do, bro. Everybody's like, you bad or you weird.
Nah,
or,
we see like
nobody goes to the doctor.
my brother autistic, but we know he autistic because he doesn't talk. He's non-verbal. He's like at the,
He's like a higher level.
Yeah, he at the I don't know what end you would call it, but you know what I'm saying. He's at the other end of the spectrum.
I do like levels, like level 1 to level 10.
So it's 10 like
10 is like Super Saiyan, like
I was literally about to use Super Saiyan as a unit.
yeah, like you cracking with energy, like you.
I mean, he on hella medication. You know what I'm saying?
Like a 9 or like
What's
a
he
eight-
like? What's he like
8/14?
non-medicated?
I mean, when he was like a kid, he was chill. I mean, I'm chill. Like we a chilling ass family, I guess. But he just, he autistic, so he's non-verbal autistic, so he doesn't.
Those words, I know what they mean, so I'm assuming he doesn't. But what does that really mean? Like he's dumb, whatever, or he can't talk?
Yeah, he can't talk.
That's weird that we call that dumb. That's
It's mute.
Mute. No. It ain't.
You don't say that either.
It
used to be dumb, which is crazy.
It used to be dumb.
Yeah.
Deaf, dumb, and blind.
It used to be crazy. That's wild.
yes.
It just
Yeah.
roll off the tongue good.
Yeah, dumb.
Deaf, dumb, like you know
Deaf,
what I'm saying?
dumb,
Like
blind, yeah.
it just go back to back. Deaf,
Yeah.
mute, and blind don't sound as good.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But he not
Deaf,
really,
dumb, like,
but
that's
he not
fire.
mute because he can make sound.
Yeah, but you can't like words.
Like whatever the part of the brain is that formulates thought in the speech, he ain't,
Yeah.
it
Alright.
ain't click for him.
Alright.
But when he was a kid, he baby talked. Like Manny had a thing, was like, high five, Manny. He be like, high five. Give him 5, he be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like baby shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he fucked around and got a set of immunizations. Him and his twin sister, and he ain't said a word since.
What about his sister?
She got a good degree. Flight attendant.
After that one with
I
after
mean,
that one visit to the doctor.
yes.
Nigga, stop.
It's got a
That's the
flag on
thing.
YouTube.
But that's the thing. That's why you can't just dismiss it because
Like-
you're like, they say that's not true. When you
Right,
have people,
right.
when you have people saying that is true, it's like
Right.
James the other day said a thing on the podcast where he said, I was talking to Stuart about repressed memories, and James was like, "That's not a thing. That's not real."
Right. And what I'm saying
And
is,
that we know another guy that actually happened to, so you
Yeah.
can't dismiss it as
right.
not being true.
like I'm not saying that the doctor, that the immunization gave him autism. I'm just saying that my brother, when he was a child, I remember I remember as a child when he was a baby, he was a toddler, he was a normal toddler.
Maybe your
and
perception was just different.
Maybe
Like,
my
you didn't
perception
see-
was different.
Yeah.
It could have been, but I do know that one day they went and they got a set of booster shots, and he stopped doing, and it was like, Manny, high five, and he stopped saying high five. All right, he stopped. He kept giving you 5, but he stopped saying it. And to this day, like we give him, you know what I'm saying, we shake his hand and give him 5, and he, you know what I'm saying, and I think we do that because that was the last things that he was, that he was saying, and he wasn't as a baby. You baby talking, you repeating shit, you mimicking.
Right.
You're not really even speaking yet for real.
Right.
But he
Yeah.
was ahead of our system, like as far as words went.
Right.
And then
Well, do you with your kids? Did you do?
yeah, well, I mean, I'm not.
I was a little worried about it. And I spread them out. Like I spread them out more than they wanted us to. So they were like, "You got to do it." We were like, "We'll do them. We just don't
Yeah,
want them
yeah.
all at once or
Right.
more than 2 at a time." And so we kind of did that.
I got girls, so I wasn't worried about it. I feel like that was more of a thing that was happening because, like, for one, when Manny
Kind of like a one child policy in
not
your
even
house.
not even that. When when Manny was growing up, most of his class was boys.
Right.
So mostly boys. So boys are autistic. Girls are autistic, but it's way more boys.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true because I, you know what I'm saying.
true.
Every time
Yo.
every time we did something with the class, it was hella boys.
If you were to ask somebody to marry you, how would you do it? Like, would you do it romantically? Would you do it like
Do a
just
big gesture. Do a big gesture. Don't be dumb. Do a big gesture.
I guess that, man. Like, because like in my mind, I'm like, I'm just gonna try and be as traditional as possible, but I gotta do something.
Yeah, you don't gotta like rent out a hot air balloon or anything.
Yeah, but
like,
I'm like,
do
I don't know, just
one
something.
knee somewhere nice. None of
Yeah,
the
yeah. I'm not gonna do like
None of the Sam's hot
them
dog.
Italian mobsters that just like just put it on the table at dinner.
Yeah.
Does it fit? No, I ain't
Yeah.
doing that.
where'd you meet her?
UNCG library,
All right.
not at a dance.
somewhere quiet.
That's interesting. That's interesting
And
that you
it's
brought
crazy
that up.
'cause
As
she's
a,
the loudest person I know, bro. Like she is loud.
That's how you
boy.
met her. You heard her. in
She
the
is loud as fuck. Like, but she also got a little autism. You know what I'm saying? That's our main friction comes from our autism just not deactivating at the same time. You know, like when I'm autistic and she's regular, we good. Vice versa. When we both full tizzing out,
what's her version of tizzing out?
oh man, okay.
I don't think you say that time.
You're like a
Nah,
yeah.
I'm being her. Sierra version
It's
of tizzing
okay.
out.
I am one.
Sierra's version of tizzing out would be like she's trying to make dinner, and then the cat jump up on the counter, and then the doorbell ring, and then she just shut down. Just like I don't know, just say
Too much happening. At
Yeah,
one time.
just say I'm overstimulated, and then just like
But she won't say that, will she?
oh she'll say it,
She will.
and I'll just
Okay,
when
that's
she
good.
says that I flee, like I leave. 'Cause I'm not helping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna make it worse.
I'm a lot of person in the room, so let me get
Yeah.
out of here.
You should all go open the door.
My version of tizzing out is when I'm like back there playing video games, headphones on, lock the fuck in, trying to win and beat these Asian kids at this game. And she opens my door and lets all the cats run in and starts talking when my headphones are in. When she starts talking with my headphones are in, bro, I think I have a small heart attack every time. Just like a 1/100th heart attack.
Well, it seems like it'd be very dulled, so you would barely hear her.
Well, it's just like the anxiety
It's
of
just
like
a
what.
-1
Well, it's
HP.
like if you come in excited and I got headphones in and I don't hear you, I'm thinking I'm fucking up because I'm like, is something on fire? Did somebody die?
Yeah.
Are we getting attacked? I'm like, yo, like what, wait till I move my headphones off.
Yeah.
Don't just start like. I don't like people that just start talking.
Oh, so I would. Do
I hate that shit.
do you mean by
Hey,
that?
you got a minute? You busy? You
Okay.
good? You got a second? Just don't just start talking to me. Give me a buffer.
Yeah.
That's what the you got a second is. That's the buffer, right?
She don't
Yeah,
do
that's
that
what
though.
he's
She just
saying.
starts talking. She just goes into it.
Okay.
My mom just goes into it. I'm like, that's why I answer the phone a lot of times. Cause I'm just in the conversation.
Yes, my mother-in-law does that. You pick up the phone with her, and she's in the middle of a
And
conversation.
she's already doing
And
it.
like, and so we went down to the park, and then the dog came. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. And that really upsets me.
Now I got one.
That upsets my DNA.
I don't like that either.
All right.
So you do admit that. So what's the actor from the other actor? The black villain? What's he
Guardians of
do?
the Galaxy.
What did he do?
He was just torturing no animals.
What do you mean?
Nah, what you talking about?
I mean, the movie.
Yeah, he was like testing on them.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
this
saying-
didn't happen
No,
in
we
real
talking.
life.
What is
Oh no,
what is
Jonathan
Majors
Majors.
doing in real
Oh
life?
yeah. Oh, yeah,
In
yeah,
real
yeah.
life, you said he was.
Oh yeah, Ezra Miller. He was terrorizing Hawaii. Jonathan Majors.
He, like, beat his
All right.
girlfriend.
Okay, listen. Allegedly, he beat up.
Hawaii just as.
Ezra Miller did way worse than Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller
Allegedly.
terrorized. Ezra Miller actively terrorized
An entire state.
an entire state.
How is
Jonathan
it not a big
Majors-
story?
According
That's
to
what I'm
eyewitness
crazy.
It was a huge
It was
story.
huge. It was
No.
big.
But the
Well,
director
yes.
kept going, nigga.
Yeah.
When you see this movie, I swear to God. Like he kept, every time something happened, he was like, but the movie though. He said, we're still shooting. Please, just watch it. That happened for like 6 months.
I felt like it was this vague sort of vaguely of address, like everything. There's a bunch of stuff going on with the guy. He's not doing the press, but they didn't really be like,
He was in
this is
Hawaii.
what's happening.
Imagine
They couldn't find him.
Imagine Ezra Miller in Greensboro just setting shit on fire. kidnapping people,
Yeah.
beating people up. He got a gun. Where he get a gun from? Like, it's just like
Posting pictures of him with like weapons and shit.
yeah. He was going insane, and nobody could nobody could apparently stop him.
He was playing a superhero, but being a real life supervillain.
He was truly the.
I got to
Mega
give
Flash.
myself somebody to catch.
He was the evil Flash. I think he was method acting. So I think he was method acting.
That would have feel like.
I'm like, ain't nobody that evil. Just
Yeah.
like, bro, how you get rich and randomly decide to terrorize the #1 vacation spot in the United States of America,
Or-
bro?
or the
That
world.
makes no sense.
Doesn't. Makes zero sense. All right, now back to the other guy. Back to
Jonathan Majors allegedly beat up his white girlfriend.
He pushed her back into a cab.
But-
that's how they got him.
The footage shows him running away from this white woman with everything he got.
It looked super dramatic too. It looked hella dramatic when he was running away. Like, it was like
Who ain't never shook somebody? I mean,
like he had the juke a few times. I might have seen a spin move out of there. I think he might have spent out.
you ain't
like,
never tried to just calm
crazy.
somebody down. Just wait.
But like, yeah, like he put like it was on. It was like on some shit where it wasn't like.
Like
bitch.
you're
It
not
was like,
angry.
yo.
Just whoa.
It's like, yo, just leave me alone. I'm out the cab.
Come on,
you get
Seth,
back
you never
in the
did that
cab
once.
and let me
calm someone
fucking
down.
Just
go
calm
about my
down.
way. And
Come on, Tom, you never did that. Just whoa, wait a second.
What held her like
Hell, just grab a person.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a girl.
Don't gotta be a woman.
somebody that's kind of attacking you?
Just a person,
just someone-
a person who may or may not be irate, a person who may or may not went through your phone,
Right.
a person
who may or
a person that might, you know
Any
what I'm
type of
saying,
person,
a
name
person that might think
specific
y'all,
examples.
a person, maybe I'm just a person that think y'all together and then go through your phone. Whoa.
So it's not. Is it affecting his career? Is it affecting his career at all?
He's
Yeah.
done, Tom Simmons. He's
not
out
doing it anymore.
He is out of Marvel forever.
and,
He lost Marvel.
and it's like you could argue he ain't really even do all that much. Like
He had a good ass movie.
Like had that been my sister, I'm like, I don't know if I can even fuck this nigga up. Like what? I gotta hear his side first because I don't see no rules in that.
If you see your sister chasing a big black man down the street, what you gonna be like? Well, you can at least be like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. I'm like,
why
so
were you
what-
chasing that big black guy?
He ain't big either though.
But big to her?
Yeah.
Oh, I love how the explanation you put in my head of like her going through his phone and may or may
A
not.
person. Whoa. All this gendered language this not like you, Tom. This ain't like you, Tom. This is not like you. Don't change up. What do we say here? Allegiance to losers, unlike you.
Yes.
Unlike
So wonderful.
He said you have a.
Your allegiance to losers is unlike
It's
you.
so unlike you. I don't know, Shannon. Your allegiance to losers is so unlike you. That's crazy. I said that shit. I was like, yo, this nigga Cat Williams.
that a-
you having
Is that
an
a bar?
unnatural
That's a
alliance.
Super
Is that a bar?
It's a bar and a half, boy. I said, God damn, this nigga's lying and spitting at the same
I
time.
like the one he said it. There's God's side, and then there's the other side. We don't give a shit about the other side.
Who knows
got a
why
point.
liars lie?
Come on, man. He was saying hella
It's some good
shit.
bars, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he was.
It's gonna make
Man.
me. It's gonna, and he's a great move. It's gonna make me care about his comedy more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We'll be here
I
March
just
1st.
wish his comedy was
I know
more
I'm
like
on-
that, like more relaxed, more, you know, what I'm saying philosophical. His comedy, typically from what I've seen, is pretty much about the same high energy type thing. But
It's loud.
I
Right?
really enjoyed that podcast. That was
yeah.
fire.
I mean, I like his comedy most of the time.
I mean, he's good, but I'm saying I feel like as you grow and evolve as a comedian, your comedy should.
Maybe he's about to do that.
I mean, that might be the new one right
That'd be
here.
a fucking stepping stone for sure. Cause he damn, you know what I'm saying? Like his name is hotter. Like if you didn't know who Cat Williams was before,
Yeah, for
January,
real.
you should know who
Come
the fuck
on
he is
now.
now. You should know at least know. Oh, he's a comedian.
And he's been rich.
yeah.
Yeah.
This dude's been rich for about 2 decades.
I
now.
really love the idea of like if I make 100,000 in your town, I'm gonna go put 10,000 into your thing.
Homeless shelters. That's dope. It's dope as
Yeah.
shit. Cause y'all paid me $100,000 to come to your town, but you got a bunch of
I want to do that.
poor motherfuckers outside.
I want to do that.
But that makes sense because like you get people on their feet, they can come see you. You know, I mean, like,
that
it
does
really,
make a lot of
really
sense.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's less people who can pay for a ticket. you know?
Exactly, bro.
he goes and puts 10,000 into there. They're the ones passing out the flyers and putting the stuff on people's windows. That's what he means by passing it out.
I just feel like if I was homeless now and they say, yo, Cat Williams just donated a bunch of shit
too.
to the shelter, when I get on my feet, I'm going to go see Cat Williams.
Yeah.
If I heard he donated, when I get back on my feet, I'm definitely going to go see Cat
Oh, hell
Williams.
yeah. This nigga saved
I
my life.
might not see another comedian the rest of my life.
Plus, it's really the right thing to do. It's what you should be doing.
100%.
He's the opposite of TD Jakes, you know?
A lot of these people were roasting Cat and saying whatever. Nobody said he was lying. Now everybody kept saying, "Why would you say that?"
The only thing I
Everybody
really
goes, "Why
call
would you
into
do
question
that?"
is his 40 time. That's it.
That was wild.
And the books. It's kind of wild.
How many books did he say he reads?
He said
3,000 a year.
I think he changed it to like 3,000 over the course of like 3 years. On another podcast, he was like, he kind of just, because sometimes you'll be talking and
You imagine you say something so wild you have to, on a podcast, you have to explain it on another podcast.
Yeah. He's like, all right, 3,000 books in a year for a kid is a lot. That's like 8 books a day.
Yeah, I'm reading a lot of books, but not that many. Like, that's what he's probably saying.
Wait, let's do the math on that real quick.
Well, he could listen to books, right? It'd probably eat up some time if he's.
How long does it take to listen to a book though?
Still takes
Maybe
a
he
few
read
hours. You could
3,000
probably listen to a
pages
book or
of
two a
One
day
Piece.
if you really. So that would be. Yeah, there's no way.
There's no
You'd
way.
have to be
There's no
doing
way.
it and
Right.
reading another book.
Yeah.
Hey, Rain Man it, yeah.
Yeah, I remember one early on. When I was with Serena and she was talking to somebody about we'd seen a bunch of bunnies in a field and she was like, and there was thousands of bunnies, and I was like, there wasn't thousands. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like she meant like an overwhelming amount.
Yeah. About 1,000 bunnies.
It would be 3 a day
For
JD.
1,000 books. For
You already
1,000 books.
for 1,000 books in a year. It'd be about 1,000 books would be 3 a day.
So for
I was
3,000.
over here texting. I was doing the math.
So for 3,000 books, it'd be about 9 books a day. That's That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't 9 books a day.
I mean, like,
Are they like
Dr.
novellas?
Seuss, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, he never specified what kind of book.
He did
That's
say it was
true.
like 5 too.
That's true.
He
You
said
can
3,000
read.
books. You can read 3,000 children's books in a month.
Right. I feel like I read.
Red
I feel
Light
like I
Green
read Cat and Hat at least that many times.
Yeah, 100%.
But you dead ass can read like 100 children's books in a day for
Go,
sure.
dog, go.
Oh, facts.
For sure. Even a kid can.
And for as a matter of fact, it's like you get like one solid year to like be able to read those books and impress people. After that, like you put that shit down.
Yeah.
That's for little kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just there.
Right, yeah. I was just reading this shit.
I was 3 months ago. I was reading
Pick
that.
up Harry Potter.
Look at this shit say 2nd grade. You in the 3rd grade now.
Bro, our curriculum is so trash. 1st grade, you reading books is like maybe 8 pages.
Yeah.
2nd grade, Harry Potter. There's no ramp up period.
Like, you go
There's
from-
no,
yeah.
there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no between. It's
Yeah.
just
You go
There's
from,
no Captain
books with
Underpants.
pictures, Berenstain Bears, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
yeah, you go from Hat Cat to Hermione. What kind of shit is that? First time I heard Hermione, I was like, I wonder how they spell that.
When'd you read your first traumatizing book?
Probably in elementary school. Where the red fern grows.
Holy shit.
What do you mean? What's that book?
Everybody had to read that shit.
I didn't read that. What's that?
It's a book you read in like 4th, 5th grade.
That's a traumatizing book.
Hell yeah.
It's like the first
dog,
sad, like
yeah.
fucked up book you read as a kid.
Yeah.
You're like,
Or
yo,
Bridge to Terabithia.
you're like, reading can be bad.
Yeah, you're like,
When's the cat gonna come and fix all this and clean it all up?
why does my chest hurt?
Yeah, I thought books usually end with everybody like learning a lesson or like coming together. This book is just
The
bad.
lesson is,
What's the story of this book?
it's a kid. He fuck around and get 2 hound dogs, 2 blue tick hounds. They red.
Nigga, this is sad.
And he teaches them how to coon hunt. And his daddy alcoholic or some shit.
I think,
His dad's
like,
abusive.
His dad is an asshole.
Yeah.
And he fuck around and damn, it's been so long. He fuck around and they go out hunting in the Ozarks because they from Arkansas. And I think he get lost with some shit, and one of the dogs get lost. Long story short, the fucking dogs die, and he got to bury them
One by one.
where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
The title of the book is Where the Red Fern Grows, and the whole story is leading you up to the dogs that basically that you fell in love with because he loves these dogs. He's been
Right,
abused, and now they both fucking dead.
Wow.
And you in the 4th grade.
Yep.
I wonder how many people learned about really kind of learned about death that way. Like
Bridge to Terabithia fucks you up.
Bro, I had to watch Roots in the 3rd grade.
The girl
I watched
drowns
Roots.
in the end of
What the
it.
fuck was y'all on?
Well, that was my dad made me watch.
Oh,
it.
okay.
I had to watch Roots. You had to watch Roots.
No, I
You
didn't.
had to watch Roots.
I ain't have to.
I know,
watch it.
I know.
Oh, you know what? My grandma said she did. She did the thing that
Man,
when I was born.
He's like, my grandma had to live Roots.
my dad.
She did.
Yes.
My dad did heavy cocaine. My mom got a law degree. The one thing they agreed on my entire life is that these boys are gonna watch Roots. They gonna watch it right now.
Sure.
And we watched Roots as bro. That shit was fucking me up, bro.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
You seen Roots?
Yeah, I watched it as a kid on television. It was like a big event.
God
Yeah,
Almighty, man. Chicken George, man. That shit killed me right there. I was done at that point. You gotta watch Roots, bro.
Have you seen the new Roots?
There's
New Roots.
They remade it.
The monsters. Those monsters.
Hey, look.
They did it again.
Hey, T.I. in it.
Yo, T.I. and everything.
They gave him.
Yeah, he's in a lot of
They
stuff.
made a new character.
Shut the
I swear to God, the T.I. character was not in fucking Roots.
Yeah.
In the original one, all right. He was Chicken George homeboy. Cause they made Chicken George light skin this time because Chicken George, you know.
Wow.
Bro, why you wilding? Why you wilding?
Yo, that's
Why you wilding?
wild, bro.
How was that wild?
Chicken George was dark skin.
But his daddy was white. His daddy was white in the original Roots. It was crazy for Ben Vereen to be playing Chicken George in the first fucking place.
Because sometimes it would happen like that.
Man.
Why are you so disappointed? Why are you so disappointed?
Because this is what Hollywood does, man.
JD, you know good and goddamn well it don't happen like that.
Like, here, let me ask you this.
I'm already knowing Joshua D. Etheridge II is not gonna come out. He gonna come out either my complexion or lighter.
Because
Ain't no way.
I'm already diluted.
Yeah.
I'm an Etheridge. I'm already fucked up. But I'm saying when the initial races were getting together, sometimes that baby come out straight one way or the other.
You done seen kids mix with Africans though.
Thomas Jefferson enslaved his own children, bro.
Yeah.
Because they looked like they were that. They was that hue. They were darker than you.
Wow, that's a crazy quick truth right there.
Were they
Yeah,
talking to me? That's the question.
Never said that.
Yeah.
Because I got a
They was brown.
because I got an ancestor who
I guess they'd
was
listen.
mulatto, right?
Okay.
But damn,
Who's mulatto?
my third great granddad.
What do you mean
one
by
you showed us?
What do you mean by mulatto?
That means
he was white appearing.
That means biracial. That was okay.
Also, don't say that outside here, Tom.
yeah, you can't say it
Bleep
more than
that
once. But
Yeah.
like
What?
mulatto means it's an auction term. If I'm selling you slave stock, I got 10 mulattoes, I got 8 quadroons, I got
quarter-
9
that's quarter black.
octoroons.
I've never even heard quadroon.
Eight
Quadroon that's how much black you are. So I got a quadroon gal.
Can I
She's a
say
quarter black.
quadroon?
She's a quarter black.
No, don't say any of that.
Yeah.
Don't say anything
none
that
of
compares
it.
black
You
people
can't
to
say it. You
mulatto,
can't get
Tom.
excited about
if they make
it.
if they make a Roots 3, goddamn, you can say
You know what the Roots 3 is going to be like? You know how they remade the Honeymooners, but they did it with a black cast?
They measure how much black blood you got in you. That dictates your price.
Right. And a mulatto is,
If I want somebody more for the fields, I might get me a discount on a mulatto. If I want somebody that's a pretty expensive, but they're gonna be in the house a lot, and they're gonna be my mistress, I'm gonna get an octoroon. You see what I'm saying?
It's just these
You might
names
have-
are
you might
funny
have
because
a-
I've never heard them
you
before.
might have a reverse
I don't know,
I think because Pete looked white. I swear to God, like
Who's Pete?
I thought the more
my
white you
birthday.
had in you, like the
I
more your
think
price.
I think the more white, the more white you got in you, the more mulatto you is. Because it's like once you get to mulatto, it's like you're not even really a
I thought
team.
mulatto was just half.
Nah.
You guys don't even know your own racism.
This ain't our racism. This is all
It's white people's
We
racism.
made
We don't know. We don't know. that.
I'm pretty sure mulatto means half.
I'm looking. Google it.
Yeah. Stop Google that.
I thought it
On your
was.
Why do I
personal
have to
phone.
Google
I thought it
On
was.
your personal phone.
Yeah, why do I have to Google that?
Google how much black person in a mulatto.
All right, I'll do it on
I know mulatto probably got 8 different meanings too.
I'm 99% sure.
Sounds like an ice cream flavor.
It
Look,
does.
First thing it says, it does. Or coffee. Usually
Yeah.
offensive.
It says offensive, yeah, Dave.
Usually.
Yes, depending on what
you know
color
what?
you are that's reading this.
JD is right. My cousin who wrote the book is wrong
Okay.
because they say the first generation offspring of a black person and a white person.
Mulatto.
2, usually offensive. a person of mixed white and black ancestry. So, but Pete was like, his mama was very light skinned, and then his dad was the slave owner.
So mulatto is like the word retarded, where it's offensive because of what the content, but it's really the scientific term.
I don't think it's scientific.
It's
a
not
Spanish
scientific.
term.
It's just a
definitely not
term.
scientific.
It's a Spanish term. So
Yeah.
we know Spain don't really fuck with science.
Okay.
They all about religion.
Is that true?
They all about religion.
Wait. We can't. Well, I have not heard of any major scientific developments coming from any Spanish country.
What do you consider anything South America? Does that count?
And Spain. And
Because how
yeah.
about the Incas and the pyramids and all that kind of? That's pretty scientific.
Are you serious? I mean, come on, for real.
Yeah.
Spanish science had contributed to the
I'm talking
discovery
about
of
like,
blue, platinum, and
if we're
tungsten.
talking about who the heavy hitters right now is like Japan, some Iceland, China, the Icelandic countries.
Yeah,
as far as like
one of
making
them.
moves right now, they built some pyramid. If your biggest thing is pyramids, bro, you got to kind of call it a wrap.
yeah, it's over for
It's
you.
time to think about calling it a wrap.
It's like if your best
Greece went bankrupt because their big thing was math. They're like, we invented math. They're like, okay, now what? They're like,
We can all use a Pythagorean theorem now.
Bankrupt. Somebody own Greece. Somebody own Greece right now.
That's not how it works.
They
but I like
bank.
that
They
one.
locked. Their money's worthless.
Theirs I think was a case of societally they didn't pay taxes. They
How you not paying your taxes? Y'all invented math.
they just didn't. Just
They're
corruption in
not
government,
inherently
greed, you know.
related.
And I don't really know that either. I'm just making that up off of
Hey,
headlines I saw
man,
10 years
if
ago.
your country broke, I feel bad for you, man.
So he's done. He's no more in any of these movies.
Oh, he's done.
He's not. They're not going
You
to.
just jumped way back.
Are they just going to replace him in Loki with somebody else?
I hope they
They're
don't.
talking about canon that shit. Not Loki, but the storyline.
Yeah, just kill the storyline.
Just kill the storyline of the timekeeper.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. Marvel is on the decline. Them niggas is dying. Them niggas, Marvel got blessed with some heavy hitters that believed in the dream early on, and now they are losing their footing. You never saw this for example.
But last time
Did
you were
see-
on, I was arguing that, and you were saying I'm crazy. I haven't been watching what they've been doing.
Bro,
and so I bring up that I
Iron
have
Man-
been, and they're good again.
From Iron Man to Endgame, you can't show me a better run.
Right.
You can't show me a better run in history.
Yeah, DC can do shit.
After Endgame, woo boy, they
weird.
fishing. They like who the next? You can't find nobody that charismatic. That you had Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Johansson. Like you had monsters. Even on your TV shows, you had John Bernthal. Like you had monsters, and now you just got Anthony Mackie. Who else, bro?
Do you remember one of the last times you were on? Like I was saying that, and you were talking to me like I was stupid and didn't know movies because
Well, the
like you
whole
just
thing
haven't
is,
seen
I'm
what they're.
like-
And now you're literally taking the exact
I'm
side.
saying this is an informative pick. I
It's
saw
like
it
arguing
all.
with my wife.
I saw it. Like my friend Mike is like, Marvel's trash. What did you see? I saw like 2 movies. I'm like, shut up.
Okay.
You did, I mean, if you don't tell me it's trash, watch all of it like me and say it's trash. Because that way we could at least bond on it and be like, that was trash together. But like you say it's trash off of you hate commercials. You know, like you hate seeing the shit at McDonald's. I think it's trash because of what they did. I like a justified hatred.
Okay.
If you hate black people, give me a reason.
Word. And sometimes it's hereditary.
Sometimes it is. I feel bad for them. I hate black people. Why? I don't even know.
Mommy Mo.
Bro, man.
I'm trying to narrow it down to one.
If you,
I'm just playing, but I thought that would be funny.
From Iron Man to Endgame, bro, you can't show me a better run.
I did a long extended pause, like I was trying to think.
From Iron Man to Endgame, you can't show me a better run. They locked. You never saw Chris Evans or Robert Downey Jr. doing a movie in between Marvel movies.
By the
You
way,
never saw that.
By the way, how can he turn over his Captain America suit and his thing like you're the new Captain America?
You can't do that.
Right, because
That's his ass.
He
You
had
got to
shit.
take the serum too. I would think.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If you just gave either shield and said, "All right, you the next up," and he's just, he's just still a dad, just fucking like, he just got a shield. It means nothing.
That's what I mean. I didn't even think about that till the 9th time I
shit
saw
was-
that movie.
I thought that was pretty. I was like, man, I like the symbolism, but then when they made it an actual show, I was like, he can't fight. He's not a good fighter.
It's symbolic for America will hand a black man a responsibility and not give him any of the tools to do the job correctly. And then
They did talk about that.
and then judge him when he gets his ass kicked because he didn't get the tools to do it. But
They put some heavy like racial tones in the show, which I was like, man, this is some season 2 type stuff. But you know, it's what it is.
I just made that shit up, but I just
No, that was in the show. They were like,
I thought about it.
You think they want a black man to be Captain America? Because there was an old black super soldier that
I
was.
think the people that think that is a very small percent. It's like the
first-
people that are mad at Taylor Swift.
The first-
it's this tiny portion.
Listen, the first Captain America, canonically, was this black dude. 'Cause they were testing out the serum on black soldiers because if they die, who cares? But the first Captain America is this old black dude
That makes total sense.
that just was
and
like
makes a good point.
and
I like
he
it.
He just lives. He's a recluse. He just lives in the old house. Don't nobody know him. But he is like the first true Captain America. But since when the serum worked on him, they were like, all right, we're just gonna put you in this house, shut up, don't talk to nobody. And then they gave the serum to like the white soldiers that they could actually use for propaganda. That was a pretty good part of the show.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm gonna say this. Every show they've made after this had like maybe 2 or 3 episodes where it's like, that's a good point. That's a good little theme. But you didn't need 8 episodes to get that point across.
Okay.
You could have just done a couple miniseries and just kept it moving. They floundering. They don't know what to do.
Well,
Their
it's
last
like you
movie
have to
nobody
watch
saw.
a season of something to watch the movie, and it's like I don't want to do homework before I go watch.
Yeah, don't make me buy Disney Plus to be able to enjoy the fucking movie.
Right. I got it.
Exactly. But that's what they're doing.
That's exactly what they did. They got greedy. They try to corner the market, and Warner Bros. Was like, you know what?
Bro, no, wait. Remember when they tried to charge like $20 to watch movies?
Yeah.
Early?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like Mulan.
I think
and all
Mulan did that.
Man, I'm like,
Nobody did it again after Mulan.
I'm not paying $20 to see Mulan with no Eddie Murphy.
Word.
They butchered Mulan.
I never saw the original.
All right, so let's end the podcast.
Nah, we talking about he was in. What you talking about?
He never saw Mulan.
His son just turned 19.
Yeah. Why would you watch Mulan?
Right.
Yeah, that's the
It's
point.
fire. It got Eddie Murphy in it.
Now you got to be a certain.
I can't
a certain
see every
age,
Eddie
so,
Murphy
yeah.
movie. That would be like
Yeah.
trying to read every Stephen King novel.
You would have been a grown man watching a Disney movie.
When Mulan come out? Mulan came out way back
Like
in the
97,
day.
right?
98.
How old were you in 97?
Oh, I wasn't doing any reading or much movie watching in 97. I was doing comedy
98.
and just meeting my wife.
You were doing comedy in 97?
It's right after I met my wife. Like I met my wife in 96.
God, bro.
Yeah, I told you I started with when Earthquake was the host at Uptown. Like it was all that. It was like in Def Jam days.
So when did you start? What year did you start?
93.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to say to
It's been nice knowing you, and don't run in parking lots.
yeah, right, yeah.
Bro, I was born in 92.
Yeah.
You've been doing comedy my whole. That's the shit I like about comedy. You've been doing comedy my whole life.
I got jokes that I'm telling that before you could talk, right before you could talk.
Bro, AI, bro, man, fuck AI, bro.
Yeah, I can do that.
There's something special about that.
It's
You've
steroids.
been doing comedy since I was here.
Yeah. Now, like let's say we come to this conversation. I go get AI. I go get a ChatGPT, and I start using that shit to just give me ideas and shit or whatever. I'm probably gonna have 2 hours after that. But am I gonna have it to run? Nah, because nobody's giving me the stage time to run hours. So you get an hour from running 15-minute sets over, you know what I'm saying, over and over, and then having different 15-minute sets and being able to not do the same 15 minutes over and over. So ChatGPT, that shit it'll help you write a hot 5, but if you ain't got it, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know what? Fuck it. If you wanna use cheater bait to start your comedy career, go ahead. I mean, but you still got to be funny though.
Well, yeah, of course.
You still got to have that.
I mean, a lot of guys early on, and maybe all the way through, lift material from other people, or they steal premises from other people that are out here fucking thinking of it and working it and blah blah blah. And it's how that they early on, especially, I think a lot of us are like you're on stage and you only have 3 minutes and you're supposed to do 10 and you're panicking, blah blah blah, and you think of a joke you saw on television. So you know what I mean? And then it's almost like a tester to see if you even have the ability. Like, oh, it is me because that joke worked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I need
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So and then you learn not to do that. And then, then there's that we're already in a field where we're watching guys pick right from our acts.
Yeah.
And to be like, it's a funny premise, or premise shoppers that take your premise and maybe do a different punchline with it. So give them something else to fucking shop from.
Yeah,
and
I say this, like I piggyback a lot, but whenever I piggyback off somebody, and I'm saying it on the podcast, and hopefully other local comedians will watch the podcast and try to learn from it and get to know us without actually having to have conversations and whatnot. If I piggyback off somebody and I give you a joke that you can use, and I use a joke that you can use, use it. I basically just punch your shit up real quick.
Yeah,
and
I love doing that.
And I just used it to warm the crowd up for me. I can't do shit with that piggyback if you're not around.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
yes.
if I see you again and you go up before me again, and you do that joke again, and I feel like it can work for me to piggyback off you again, then I piggyback off you again.
Right. So you're basically going up and tagging whatever joke they did.
Yeah.
And,
but if you use the tag that I use, then I'm just gonna smile like a proud father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just
tap the guy next to me and go, I gave him that.
Yep.
You gotta tell one person.
No, I'm like, yeah,
you gotta tell one person you gave him that.
Yeah, I piggybacked that shit last weekend. I was like, bro, that's you. You know what I'm saying?
I can't help it. I gotta tell somebody. I'm like, that was me right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you do you ever walk in and somebody has they're saying something, like you do sort of have that natural thing where you hear people say things and then it may set you off in a direction of talking about jokes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if everybody's doing like Taylor Swift, or like everybody's doing, everybody's gonna be doing running material for like about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be talking about moving fast and it's just going, whatever everybody's talking about. I'm like, I can't help but think about it, because
this will be.
Feel like you're not present when everybody's talking about one thing and you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
It just feels fake.
Yeah, whenever something happens in the lexicon of like everybody notices this, I guess that's probably why everybody. It's sort of annoying, the whole Taylor Swift thing. How everybody keeps talking about how people are annoyed by it. I saw a thing today, like a clip of Fox News complaining about her carbon footprint because she flies into the games and uses a private jet. And I was joking with Seth, I was like, if all the Fox News hosts aren't underneath there commenting about how global warming isn't real, then, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that have been saying that. Now you're like this?
Yeah.
That might be the sneak way to trick stupid people into doing something, because we should, if liberals just go to things like that and start commenting that global warming is not real and how stupid are these conservatives that they think global warming is real, they'll go look it up and find facts and come back at the liberals and tell them how stupid they are for not believing in global warming. Yeah. And now we fix it.
But then
somebody got to play dumb.
It's like we would all have to. It would take a collective thought. I don't know. It'll take a collective switch for all of us to be like, let's act like
everybody be on a joke.
Make them angry.
Nobody's
and agree with us.
Nobody's willing to play dumb. Everybody's willing to be dumb.
Yeah, you could to get all of us to play dumb for about 2-3 years would be hard. It would be real hard. It's possible.
It'll just take one person to tell one Republican, like, we're kind of fucking with you guys, right?
Yeah.
That's all it would take.
It's
over.
Or one Republican will be like, man, they fucking with you, right?
Yeah.
Be a gay Republican.
That's an interesting demographic right there.
It is.
What is it?
Gay Republican.
Gay Republican. They were black Republicans.
A black gay Republican?
Black Republicans.
That would be wild.
I ain't gonna say
that exists,
I ain't
obviously.
gonna say I get it.
But that would still be wild.
Like I don't necessarily get it. I get their arguing points. But like the arguing points are stupid, because it's like, Republicans freed the slaves. It's like, man, that shit was fucking 200 years ago.
Completely different kind of party.
You know what I'm saying? And they flip parties. They flip parties on purpose.
Yeah.
Because the Democrats switched to Republican to fuck us over.
Yeah.
And the Republicans switched to Democrat because they were like, look at these cocksuckers over here doing this bullshit. We got to go over here to their side. So that, you know what I'm saying? So, and y'all talking about, like, I just don't, like, I understand. It's like, okay, we've been voting Democrat and nothing substantial has happened for the black race.
Or any race.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what it is they want these motherfuckers to do, because the middle of America is voting a certain way. So Congress is always going to look kind of split. You know what I mean? They get the majority by a seat or two every time.
Yeah. It's not even like it looks that way. Like it's like all red in between. Everybody thinks that way, but it's when you look at the map at the end of the thing, it's every major city
It's blue.
is blue.
Right.
So any place that there is a lot of different people with different mindsets and
Right.
people vote blue.
Right.
And then all the areas where there's not hardly anybody that has to interact with each other.
And people tend to think the same. It's red.
Yep.
It seems like the blue states are more accommodating to individuality, and the red states want everybody to be more so the same. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Yeah, they'll argue the side of like, hey, we're not allowed to say this, and we're allowed to say the left is the language police, and the
Because see, like the new thing is, well, I don't know. I'm old now, so I don't know what the new thing.
Do you worry about anything you say on stage, like making people mad? Do you ever have that?
I walked the white table one time when I did my racist. I mean, not racist joke. I did my slavery joke, and I just think they didn't want to pay for their shit. Like it wasn't at the Itty Box either. So and it was and the whole room was black. It was the one white table in the room. I got a big laugh off of it, and I guess they was like, yeah.
You made the company leave?
I guess. I don't know why they was in there for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was having a good time.
Yeah.
But I think they just wanted to be like, they just wanted to be offended.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because and it probably embarrassed them because they was the one white table and it was a joke about slavery and it hit real hard.
Right.
And they was like, oh, we ain't gonna see it. This is gonna be like this all night. We gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it sucks to be a minority at any given point in time. And then when you get made to feel like you're the minority.
Yes. That's why that's what I mean. Like when I would watch at Uptown when I started, like there was always not always, but a lot of times there'd be a table with some white people at it or blah blah blah, and that was the attention. You know what I mean? Like but there was also a feeling of like, hey y'all, we got company, and there's also like that would create this. Of the people that weren't like, fuck that. There's a certain percentage of people that don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
But there's the rest. It was like, all right, that's like this embracing that happens.
Right.
Like, you're in here with us. That means you want to be in here with us.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, like Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
When there was a white person on Def Comedy Jam in the crowd, they would talk about them for 5-10 minutes up front.
Right.
I love that
It's
shit.
great.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even fucking with them though. It was just they just didn't like that,
That's
white
some-
slave owners had sex with their slaves.
By the way, that takes us. That's another level. Like to get white people to get up and leave. Like that. They don't want to draw attention to themselves at all. And now everybody knows they're in there. Like when you leave in that scenario, yeah.
They
It's a
could have
fuck
just sat
you.
down and been quiet.
It's a fuck.
It was dark in there.
Once they realized where they were, they're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be here.
I think that's what it was. They were like, that joke hit a little too hard. We say N-word way too much at home.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Let's get out of here.
It doesn't sound the same when he says it.
Yeah.
What was that one of those last questions you had? I had an answer for one.
Oh, for my son's philosophy thing? Sorry.
I think it was like about immortality.
Is immortality desirable? That's a good one. Would you want to live forever?
No.
Why?
Because of your loved ones and everything, everybody's dying around you. You don't want to see that.
But then you'd get new loved ones.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't think we're meant to process that much loss.
Yeah.
It's a finite amount of loss you'll process in your life. I think that should be it. Just you experiencing all loss throughout time. You'll die of heartbreak.
You say forever, like immortal,
Like you can't be killed.
Is immortality desirable?
Unless I can't be killed. If I could just never
Like can't get hit by a car.
Immortality
and die or
is
something.
desirable only if you desire a crazy amount of power.
like a sociopathic amount of
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
I guess it means like immortality, like we don't die. It's not about like if there's something else beyond this. This is, I guess that means,
I guess
right?
if we all were immortal.
Now, if we everybody immortal, that shit gonna get crowded.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's what makes life, on some level,
Worth living, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know that we really, I think we avoid thinking about death a lot. So we're not really thinking about death until it is at our door.
Or until we have a brush with it.
So I guess if you had no fear of death.
Elf immortality doesn't sound bad. You know, like they can't die of natural causes. They like choose a thing to die for. That doesn't sound bad.
What do you mean to die for?
Yeah, like the elves in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, they'll like fight a battle or something like that.
Yeah.
They can die in battle. They can
Yeah,
be killed.
but they just don't die at like
Yeah.
old age.
They be like thousands of years old and shit.
Yeah.
I would never choose a cause.
But you could still get hit by a car.
You would never choose a cause.
You can still get hit by a car. You can get shot by a gun. You can get hit by lightning.
Like, would you want to upload your consciousness into a computer or whatever and be able to be
I would
around?
do that.
I would never
I
do
think I'd
that.
rather live.
I would do that.
If I'm still spry, I think I would rather be. I'd rather have a body.
Have you ever had to update your phone? Fuck that. I don't want an eternity with updates.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, now I can't walk. They updated it. You know, that sounds like hell.
it might just be like a haircut.
You wake up and my haircut looks bad.
But you
or
know,
something.
usually
Yeah.
they update the phone when it's late at night and you're supposed to be asleep anyway. So,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would 1,000% do that.
You're
Put my
kinda-
put my brain like a robot or something. I'm just chilling.
But then I guess you wouldn't still be having feelings then, right? Because then you couldn't.
Nah, I'd just be a program. I would probably, if I could, see what video games felt like just being in the program. If that felt great, I would just do that forever. Unless
And then you'd be fine with everybody
War.
dying that you knew. You'd be cool with it
Well,
then.
I mean, I'd be a robot. I'd be like, it's just ones and zeros.
Be an avatar.
Cause I mean, I technically died already, and now my brain's just in this machine.
Yeah, I don't. I used to do a joke about like they did a survey
You
of
just
like
want to die and be in Steam forever.
I would do that. I would do that.
That sounds terrible.
Why?
How many times can you play Half-Life 2?
A bunch. like a whole lot.
your
bro.
whole life.
I could beat that game and hit start every single time I beat it. Just keep going. Or just like play something super competitive and like since I'm in the system,
CS:GO, yeah.
I'm just moving dummy fast.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit they can't do in the game normally.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that we would be pretty universal on nope. We wouldn't want to live for immortality.
Nah, not as a person. Nah. As a program, okay, hell yeah.